And we are beginning the broadcast with an exclusive piece of news break that we have for our viewers as we've managed to access the government order that was issued to appoint Chinna Appana as Special Liaison Officer at the Andhra Pradesh Bhavan on the recommendation of the Chief Minister's office in October 2019, just 4 months after Jagan Mohan Reddy took over as Chief Minister. Now, what's even striking is the fact that Chinna Appana is also an accused in the Laddu adulteration scam. This now has raised a pertinent question. Why would a Chief Minister himself recommend an appointment to a very small post like the liaison officer? Let me take this across to my colleague Anand Narasimhan, who's joining us live from the CNN-News18 newsroom. Anand, help us understand this better, this government order that we have we are now privy to. What does it exactly say? Dates back to 2019 and talks about the appointment of Chinna Appana as a liaison officer. Why?
Well, good afternoon to our viewers and good afternoon, Griha. This is something which the TDP has now come out and questioned repeatedly, and they are also citing this GO that CNN-News18 has gotten access to. Have a look at this. This says it's an abstract General Administration Department appointment of Sri Kaduru Chinnappanna as Special Liaison Officer at the AP Bhavan, New Delhi, and the orders have been issued. So why a liaison officer? His remuneration have all been spelt out very clearly from the Chief Minister's office, and we'll also show you the undersigned. The highlighted part, the date, 10th of October 2019, so just about 4 months after Jagan Reddy government came back into power or took office. And let's look at the important parts. It says that enclosing the representation of Kaduru Chinnappanna has requested to appoint Sri Kaduru Chinnappanna as Special Liaison Officer at AP Bhavan, New Delhi to issue necessary orders in this regard. And after careful examination of the matter, the government hereby appoints him as Special Liaison Officer, New Delhi, with this fixed remuneration and applicable for a period of 3 years. So the appointment period is also mentioned. And the Resident Commissioner at New Delhi is requested to take further action in the matter. By order in the name of Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Praveen Prakash, Principal Secretary to Government, and then it is also copy marked to these people. Now, what the TDP is coming out and saying is that why should it come from the Chief Minister's office when it is just the appointment of a Special Liaison Officer? The other thing they are alleging is that it is from here that Kaduru Chinnappanna came in contact with Bhole Baba diaries and all the from Uttarakhand, and this entire wheeling, dealing and the entire allegation of fraud with faith that the TDP is making, saying it all surfaced from here. And they are questioning that if there is so much of favor that is being given to this Kaduru Chinnappanna, who's the accused, and he's also accused of getting about 50 lakh rupees via Hawala, and the ED is also probing Hawala trail of 12.5 crore rupees plus just for the year 2024. So what was it that these people are doing, and how is it that the Chief Minister and also Subba Reddy, who was a former EO and also former MP and also family member and very close to Jagan Reddy, should not be included and they should not be questioned? We must also put out here that the YSRCP is counter-alleging that this Kaduru Chinnappanna is also very close to some TDP MLAs, and TDP MLAs who were also members of the TTD, who were also part, and Kaduru Chinnappanna has proximity with certain members of the TDP. So this allegation, counter-allegation going through, but more people are now saying that should the court order the CBI SIT to broaden the scope of their investigation and also question the big fish. This Kaduru Chinnappanna is a person who can reveal under whose instructions was he doing what he did, or that adulterated ghee or adulteration was allowed into the Prasadam Laddus or the Srivari Laddu. That's the big question. Over 5 years, this person's appointment happened with the signatures and the blessings of the Chief Minister's office. So that's where the allegation, counter-allegation is, and that's what we've been able to access this GO.
And Anand, how are we linking this to the state CBI SIT now that also is going on to implicate the YSRCP regime, and this is what has been set up under Chandrababu Naidu, which speaks about these Hawala transactions. So how does one make the connection now?
Well, the CBI SIT had 36 accused, of which about 15 or 16 have been arrested, and investigations are on. based on the others. Some of them have already got bail and they are already out because they were charged under bailable offences. The other part is that the YSRCP has been denying, and they have gone ahead on the fact that it was not non-veg adulteration, but they have accepted that there was adulteration. The TDP is coming out and saying, the seers are coming out and saying, Vishwa Hindu Parishad is coming out and saying that don't just arrest the small fry. You have to catch the big fish. Now, the big fish so far have been kept outside the ambit of the CBI's investigation, and they are also not in the list of accused. Can these small fry be operating without the big fish in the know? 12.5 crores Hawala money trail just in the year 2024 as per the CBI SIT report and the case that now the ED has opened. So year after year, over 5 years, how much money was siphoned off and in whose pockets did it go to? Could it have been only the small fry? Because there is a trail of 50 lakhs just with Kaduru Chinnapanna. So what about the big fish? That's the question. Now, we're given to understand that the Andhra Pradesh state or the TDP government is now planning to move court, appealing the court that the ambit and scope of the CBI SIT investigation be broadened and the big fish also be named in the charge sheet, or the big fish and certain key leaders, their involvement be also examined. Whether or not the state does that and how soon they move in on it is a big question. But there is a political fisticuff that's happening at this point where they say that this entity, Kaduru Chinnapanna, was not only seen as close to the YSRCP top leadership, he's also close to some of the members of the TDP, some MLAs of the TDP also. So this is the order dated 10/10/2019. The appointment of Kaduru Chinnapanna as Special Liaison Officer in AP Bhavan, New Delhi, and careful examination. The appointment is confirmed for a period of 3 years. The TDP is turning around and asking that why this appointment happened from the Chief Minister's office itself, because they allege that it is after this that the proximity connect with Bhole Baba, the meeting and that entire arrangement was fixed by this person. And could he have done this without the blessings of the top leadership of the YSRCP, including Mr. Subba Reddy, who was a former EO of TTD, and they allege that Chinnapanna then moved in to become his PA very soon.
Right, Anand, thank you so much for that very important breakdown. We also have PV Ramanna now joining us on the broadcast. Ramanna, clearly YSRCP and also in a sense the TDP have a lot of answering to do regarding this particular appointment of Kaduru Chinnapanna as the liaison officer. But considering this was done in the YSRCP regime and it was direct appointment from the Chief Minister's office, that question first needs to be raised to Jagan Reddy. What are the party chiefs really saying about this appointment and the kind of and the amount of commission that he's accused of taking from these dairy companies like Bhole Baba Dairy that goes up to tune of more than 50 lakh rupees?
Yeah, here a lot of doubts is coming out when it comes to the Tirumala Laddu Prasadam, in fact. So as you said, Chinna Appanna, he's a close associate of YB Subbareddy, who was the PTD chairman at the time of YS Jagannath Reddy's tenure. He's a close associate and he worked for some time as a PA also. He was appointed as a special licensing officer in Delhi with the recommendation of Chief Minister YS Jagannath Reddy. And there is an allegation is that he dealt with some of the dairy development companies like Bhole Baba Dairy, Vaishnavi Dairy, AR Dairy, who was supplied the adulterated ghee to Tirumala Laddu Prasadam, in fact. So it is creating a lot of doubts and all. And this Chinna Appanna is very much close to YB Subbareddy also. As of now, CBI's report clearly mentions that there is definitely adulteration in the ghee, and even the companies which is having Bhole Baba Dairy or AR Dairy is not having the proper milk procurement facility also. The complete ghee, about 60 lakh kgs of ghee was made with synthetic fat itself. That's what exactly very crucial fact was digged out by the CBI SIT team. How to see actually what is exactly China in this matter? Not mentioned that. Of course, according to this particular matter, what exactly they wanted to come out with, and the role of Appanna is definitely. Appanna was arrested by CBI earlier, arrested by SIT earlier. So he has given some facts. Of course, some.
And what had come out of his questioning, Ramanna, once he was taken into custody by the CBI, what had come out of his questioning?
So as of now, how they procured everything, how they procured every ghee from these companies, as you mentioned, Bole Baba, Rayan Dairy, Vaishnavi Dairy. What was the way of doing all these things? What is the involvement of TTD EO office? What is the involvement of other employees in this particular matter? Based on one thing is that based on the Chinna Appana Naidu's statement only, the main person, General Manager Procurement, was arrested by the CBI earlier. Of course, before this charge filing and all. So he was also arrested there. Based on his statement, based on the facts revealed by him only, the entire episode came out, and CBI SIT could make proper charge sheet based on the statements and all. But as you said, definitely this is a suspicious one. Chinna Appana Naidu's appointment as a special licensing officer to deal with these dairy companies and all, his role should be probed completely by the CBI or some other agencies who is probing in this particular matter.
Right, absolutely. Ramana, the first question, of course, like I was mentioning, needs to be asked of the YSRCP. Have they begun talking about this?
So YSRCP is clearly sticking on to the fact. The thing is that SIB charge sheet, CBI charge sheet, is not mentioned animal fat was used for adulteration of the ghee.
Okay.
That's what they wanted to stand. They wanted to stick on that particular matter itself. The essences which was found in the adulterated ghee, acetic acid and bimonochloride. These acids can be extracted. These essences can be extracted from the vegetable oils and as well as animal fats too. Here they are mentioning that it can be extracted from. Of course, they are accepting that a ghee was adulterated, but with what? With the animal fat or synthetic fat? This should be come to a conclusion. And moreover, they are trying to say that the CBI has given a clean sheet to them and clean this thing to them, so that there are nothing to worry on that matter.
Okay.
That's what exactly YSRCP wanted to say in this issue. But TDP and the government want to come to a conclusion.
All right. Ramana, do stay on with us.